Okay, hi. This is my latest ramble. This is what is the problem with Fender and Gibson? And I have no idea where this video is going to go. It's just something that came up on my mind recently. And I put a post on my channel. I do the community posts or posts, whatever they're called. And I said, Fender or Gibson? And I compared the two with Coke and Pepsi. And I think maybe I mislabeled it. I put Coke as Fender because they both have a red logo, and I put Gibson as Pepsi. But then a lot of people said, no, Fender is Pepsi, Gibson is Coke, and I kind of understand that. Is Coke the older company and Pepsi's the newer one? We're talking newer as in decades and stuff. And is Fender sweeter? I think Pepsi is considered sweeter than Coke. That's just my opinion if I do a blind taste test. So I don't know why I'm comparing those two. But anyways, I like Diet Coke and I like Pepsi Zero Cherry. So does that mean I like Epiphone and what would that be for Fender? Probably the Paranormal series because it's like an offshoot of the normal stuff, but it's the diet stuff, so it's got to be Squire Paranormal. I don't know. You leave a comment below and let me know. And yes, I'm not in my normal location. However, this is just a green screen, so don't worry about what's behind me. So let's talk about Fender and Gibson. I don't have any relationship with Gibson. I absolutely have a Fender relationship, which is going strong and is awesome. And it was a dream to work with Fender. And I've done some product launches, and I've met with them, and I think they're great. And so what's the problem with that? I think the problem is that I don't have a problem with that. And that's awesome. Is that a problem? I don't know if that's a problem. Gibson just isn't my thing. I don't have a problem with Gibson. I just never really got, it's the neck, right? There's just no necks on Gibson guitars that I love more than Fender guitars. And I say this all the time. Fender guitars, the American Pro 2 series, that neck, it's called Deep C. Deep C, letter C. This way. Not SEA, because that wouldn't make sense. That'd be like a fishing thing. Not fishing PH. I'm talking about with F. So we're jumping topics here. But so I guess it's kind of weird because I actually prefer, if I was going to drink a full sugar Coke or Pepsi, I would choose Coke just because, does it still have cocaine in it? I think so, right? And people love cocaine. I don't know if this is appropriate. No, that's a joke. It doesn't still have it in it. I add my own. No, I don't do drugs. I don't do drugs. I don't drink. I don't drink nor drugs, nor, what was the other thing? Somebody commented, said I had a hairpiece. I'm like, why would I have a piece of hair? I have the whole thing. Okay, back to the Gibson and Fender thing. Fender is more my thing. Leave a comment. What's your thing? Do you like Fender? Do you like Gibson? Maybe you don't like either one. Maybe you like Epiphone. Maybe you like Squire. Maybe you don't like anything under the FMIC, the FMIC. Maybe you don't like anything under the, what is Gibson's company called? Were they saved by somebody during the bankruptcy? Are they bought out? I can't remember. I don't know the history. I know they're in Nashville, and they had a Memphis factory that they had to close, but I know they're in Nashville, and they have a Gibson garage where I guess you can get your Gibson guitars, and it's a showroom, right? I don't know. Anyways, what do you like better? I definitely, I lean towards Fender because, not just because I work with them. That's not even part of it, no. It's just like most of my guitars have always been Fender. I started on Fender. It was actually Yamaha, then Fender Electric. And I've always gone back to Fender. It's kind of what I always compare everything to. Unless it's a Les Paul style or a Gibson style guitar, then I compare it to Coke. That makes sense. Am I getting off topic? The topic is, what is the problem with Fender and Gibson? There's lots of problems, but I don't know the problems. I don't care enough about stuff. I just like playing guitar and enjoying things. And I think people, because the guitar world is just so bland and not exciting, people need to make problems and they want to make up stories and drama. and I just want to focus on fun things. So blue guitars from Fender, that's fun. And I can tell you how that happened actually when I got into, what was it with blue guitars that appealed to me so much? It was literally not even that long ago. Literally not that long ago. It was maybe, I'm going to say 4 years ago. I could be wrong in the number of years, but there's a band from Canada called Limb Lifter. Why am I wearing my glasses? I don't even, hold on. Okay, let's be serious for a moment. There's a band from Canada called Limb Lifter. I'm a huge fan. They're a 90s, mainly a 90s alternative, but they've continued through variations of members throughout the years. And I'm totally rambling on. Anyways, they did a video for their most recent album. I think it was 2021. And I can't remember what the song was, but the lead singer and guitarist, Kurt Dahl, had a blue guitar. And I messaged him. I'm like, what is that guitar? He's like, I think it's a 60s repainted, it's a strap body with a Jazzmaster neck. So it's all 60s parts. And the blue finish on it, it clearly cued something in my brain or like flipped a switch or something, because ever since that guitar, I've been obsessed with blue. And it's such a weird thing because now I'm not even talking about Fender or Gibson. Now all I look for is blue guitars. It's like this OCD kind of thing. I don't have OCD. Hold on, I just got to line these things up on the table. They weren't perfectly straight. But let's get back to Fender and Gibson, okay? So Gibson, long history, huge name. The IP is massive. Fender, long history, huge name, massive IP. Which one is bigger? Which one is the bigger company? In your mind, right? There's revenue, there's employees, there's number of guitars in the world. I don't know how you judge how big is compared to the other one. Like, what's the biggest company? Is it Fender or is it Gibson? You're going to look that up. You're going to leave a comment in the description and let me know. If I had to guess, I'm going to say Fender just because of the number of brands they own. And I don't think Gibson owns as many brands. You know, they have Gibson, they have Mesa Boogie, or is it Misa Boogie? Was it a Jar Jar brand? I don't even know that. And Fender, sorry, they own, geez, everything. They might even put, sorry, I'm not cutting that out. They might even be part of Disney. Did Disney buy Fender yet? Because that'd be a good thing. No, yeah, they have so many brands, Jackson, Charvel, Gretsch, they have the Squire, they have the amps. They're just huge, massive. They might even, this is just a rumor, I'm seeing in the news, they might even be acquiring G&L. What else do they own? Lots of stuff. You can list it. You can leave comments. That's what the internet's for. Yeah, so what are your thoughts? Gibson, are you a Gibson? Are you a Fender? Are you both? Like fan, right? What do you like more? I lean towards, like if Fender was here, I'd be like leaning like this. There's cameras in here? Why am I using this one? It's not even real. Okay, that's where we're going to end this ramble. This was a good ramble because I definitely went, like if this was the topic, I went over here, and I went over here, like that, around, and stuff. Gibson or Fender? You can leave a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are. Positive and negative. Let's share the information. Don't make up shit. Be real, and play guitar and have fun, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care. Hmm.